Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Tuesday, November 7th. Today I'll be reading from the Psalms, a short verse from Psalm 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord guards the city, the guard keeps watch in vain. I want to read a reflection written by C.S. Lewis from Mere Christianity called Understanding Evil. Remember that, as I said, the right direction leads not only to peace but to knowledge. When a man is getting better, he understands more and more clearly the evil that is still left in him. When a man is getting worse, he understands his own badness less and less. A moderately bad man knows he is not very good. A thoroughly bad man thinks he is all right. This is common sense, really. You understand sleep when you are awake, not while you are sleeping. You can see mistakes in arithmetic when your mind is working properly. While you are making them, you cannot see them. You can understand the nature of drunkenness when you are sober, not when you are drunk. Good people know about both good and evil. Bad people do not know about either. I read this reflection and thought about this verse as I was thinking about my sermon from last Sunday, and we talked about the Tower of Babel and all about where our focus in life is. That we can do all these great things, we can have advancements in technology, and we can expand our intelligence, but if we don't do everything with a purpose of centered on God, it really isn't right. In the story of the Tower of Babel in Genesis, the people have gathered together in unity, speaking of one language, to build a city and a tower. They built something up so that they could be together and have unity. And unity is not bad. Unity is what God calls for us, but their focus and reason for the unity was not right. They weren't unified to follow God and to listen to God. They were unified to prevent themselves from being scattered throughout the world as God had commanded. The commandment in Genesis to go and spread to the ends of the earth, to be fruitful and multiply, to create more in God's image. But they were afraid. Out of fear, they built this city and this tower. Out of fear, they became unified. They labored in vain. They labored and did great things, but it didn't focus on God. We are called to do the same thing. As we make decisions that keep us farther and farther from God, it becomes harder and harder for us to look back to the starting of our path. But we need to have a reflection of our life and think about where we're centered and where we're focused. Do we work towards God? Do we work for a purpose that is centered on God, or do we work in vain? Do we work out of fear? Do we work out of our own selfish ambitions? These are things to think about this month of November, a month of thanks, to think about how we give thanks to God in our actions and our decisions. Have a blessed day.